Okay, I want to show you a couple things that we came across in class on Thursday night that were kind of helpful. One of the things that is in the Word document is to sum up the numbers here in Smoke 100, and they're just coded. A 0 is a no and a 1 is a yes. So supposing I want to sum all those numbers up, and there's 20,000 of them, which is a lot. Well, if I click right below the label, I don't want to sum up the label Smoke 100. That's not going to make any sense. This was a really handy tool that I learned really just on Thursday night. Never used this before, but when you have 20,000 numbers, it's pretty helpful. But if you hold down Control, Shift, and the down arrow, it'll take you all the way down to the bottom. It'll highlight the whole entire list. So I could look for some in a few places up at the top, but Excel automatically gives me this little flash quick menu. So quick analysis, which is Control Q. So if there's something that I want to do with this list that, you know, we would do a lot of times, we can do it right away with this Control Q. You can see that little prompt that comes up there, and it just tells me, hey, hit Control Q, and you get all this stuff that you can create right away if you would like to. So what I was looking to do there was to sum those up and get a total. Okay, so there's all other things I can do here, average, count, and so on. I'm just going to do the sum. Click on that. And now if I drop down, hopefully you can see that in my screencast here, it summed it up, 94.41. So what I'm referring to in the document is right here where we were looking to sum up that Smoke 100 column. Okay, that's one way to do that. The other thing that we talk about here in this document is your one variable statistics. Okay. So if I go back here and suppose I wanted to get my summary statistics for a variable, let's say, let's go up to the top here. Suppose we wanted to do height. So I click on the height list, and now when I go to up at the top of the toolbar here, data analysis. Okay, under data analysis, I have all these options here if I've installed that data analysis tool pack. So what I'm looking for here is just descriptive statistics right now. When I click on descriptive statistics and click OK, right, it prompts me for an input range. It says, well, where's the variable that you're looking to find the descriptive statistics for? So I'm going to come over here with my cursor blinking in that box and click on that height column. Okay, should highlight the whole column, but again, if you want to be safe here, okay, we can come over here, just click on height, and then remember Control Shift down arrow will select that whole entire column. And I know that I'll get the whole column, then it takes me all the way down to the bottom. So now when I click on summary statistics, I don't need to select any of the other options there. If the label in the first row, let me just double check, I'm pretty sure I highlighted that. Pretty sure I had my label highlighted. So if you have the words highlighted in the first row, you always want to click labels in the first row, and you will get your summary statistics. I always like to make this larger so I can see it a little bit better. Okay. And one of the other things that we looked at is if I wanted to find, if I'm trying to find just any kind of function in Excel, you wouldn't just come out to an empty spot here. Get back to the data. Okay, and click an equal sign. Okay, so one of the things we did on Thursday night was we found the difference, the average difference between a person's weight and what their desired weight is. So I just came over here and we typed in over here, just put an equal sign. Okay. Well, I'm just going to start a whole new column so you can see this a little bit better. We're just going to call this difference. Okay, and I'll put it over here. I could put it closer. I want to move those boxes, but I'm just going to put the word difference. So this is going to represent the difference between a person's weight and their desired weight. Okay. So I come right underneath of this, and I'm going to hit my equal sign. Okay. And now I'm going to come over here, and I want Excel to sort of pay attention that I'm initiating formulas. So the first thing I do is I hit the equal sign, and I come over here and I say, well, I'm going to take the person's actual weight, Okay, and I click on that cell, and then I just hit my subtraction key, which is right next to my 0, and then I tell Excel, all right, now subtract that desired weight. Okay, so Excel may or may not at this point realize that this is a formula. Okay, but we'll show you how to paste that all the way down in a minute. So I'm going to press enter. So now what I normally would do is just come over here so that I have this cross. Okay, and if I just grab this cross and drag it down, I'll show you what I mean. It sort of copies the formula and it does it for everything. Well, what I found out the hard way on Thursday night was that it takes a while to drag that down for 20,000 numbers. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, if we just say to the calculator, Control C to copy that formula, we're going to tell, hey, we're going to do this formula, and then use that trick that we just saw, the Control Shift down, drags all the way down, and now hit Control V as in Victor. Okay, so what essentially did was it kind of copied the formula and pasted it all the way down. So I hope this is a little bit helpful in terms of what some of the confusion is on. Your really idea here is to explore some of these features of Excel. I know not everybody could make it to class on Thursday, but I think it's helpful when if it's really a struggle and you're having a hard time to get together. I know that's not an option for some folks, but hopefully these videos are a little bit helpful and start to move you in the right direction with the labs. And if you need another week to work on it, that's fine. Let me know. We can figure that out.